So dopamine detox is actually a scam. And I'm going to explain why, but before I get into all of it, I just want you guys to realize that you're actually not at any point held back from achieving what you want to achieve. You can go out and do it at any single moment. You don't need to take 30 days off or 20 days off your phone or any of this shit. You just have to make the mental decision to go do what you said you were going to do. And the sooner you do that, the more successful you'll be. Everything else in the world is cope. So, to get into it, dopamine detox and dopamine loading and all these supercharged words, it's really just overrated. And the reason why it's overrated is because you should get up in the morning and not look at your phone and just go to work and just do that. So for me, if I'm a content creator, my job is to make a YouTube video or to make reels or to do anything on social media, then the first thing I need to do is create. But guess what? Because I love content and I love creating, at night, that's when I go on my phone. I do it every fucking night. I always have, and I scroll and I look at ideas, I watch shows, whatever it may be, and I'm plugged into the world, again, that I'm a part of. Because when you go to bed, your brain resets in the morning. So I don't need to do this dopamine detox where I don't look at my phone for 2 weeks. Because guess what? If I'm a content creator or if I'm an online businessman, being on my phone is just always going to be a part of what I do. There's no way to get around that. So what I always tell people is if you can get up in the morning right away and go to work on what you said you were going to do, you're going to be massively successful. It's actually so easy, it pisses me off. I had a ADHD coach, and my ADHD coach told me, he goes, listen, the most important thing that you can do is get up in the morning, roll out of bed, and get to work on whatever it is that you want to work on. But if you are thinking about the things that you want to work on in a way of its discipline, like, oh, I have to go work on this or I have to go work on that, then the spark's not gonna be there. And ultimately, creating is an act that can't be forced, or otherwise it's not really creating, it's just producing, it's not art. Like, you're not creating art. I'm making this video because I love to create. And putting myself in a position where at night I'm thinking of ideas and creating, and then it's like, nope, I still have to go to bed, so I go to bed, but I wake up energized to make those videos and those ideas that I have. And so that's the way to do it. You get up in the morning and you work, and then you work for a few hours, passion projects, your favorite things. And then the rest of your day, you can do whatever you want. And that's when fulfillment comes in, and talking with clients and stuff like that maybe we don't necessarily want to do, but it is part of the job that we have to do. But we're going to feel much better about it because we got the creative stuff out of the way in the beginning, and which is for you. You should take time in your day for you. People always forget, like, I got offered a job offer for 180K. I turned it down because I'm a creator and I love creating, but I also love the life that I built, and I wouldn't just let that go so that I can get paid more money. Like, money should not be the reason why you're doing everything that you're doing. It should be finding what you really, really love and what you really, really want to do, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. And if you find the intersection of those four things, you can be massively successful. And a lot of people have found out that they can talk about dopamine detox as a way to get a big following online, or to get people who are serious about making changes in their life to watch their videos and sell to these people. Because deep down, a lot of the people who are looking into these videos are extremely insecure about their position and status in life. And it's really sad because, first of all, you shouldn't be. Everyone has different time horizons and everyone has different things that they need to get done or want to get done, dreams and aspirations, which are ultimately, a lot of luck is involved with that because it comes from how your upbringing was. Like, for instance, my brother was born with autism and Down syndrome, and my parents were divorced, and all that was happening by the time I was like 6. So at 6 years old, I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how I'm going to make money, how I'm going to be successful, and how I'm going to take care of my family. That is not me, being like, I'm in charge of all this stuff or my destiny. It's all this stuff happened in my life, and these are the natural human reactions to the circumstances around me. It doesn't make me special. It doesn't make me smart or cool or any of that stuff. I don't have to dopamine detox for that stuff. I have to just work on the things that I want to work on. And if you're one of those people who's like, well, I'm going to dopamine detox, not go on my phone, make sure I'm working out and doing all this stuff, sharpening the axe, at a certain point, you have to take action. And a lot of the dopamine detox stuff is ultimately just putting away action further. And at a certain point, it's too much, and you have to just get into the trenches and learn. You're never gonna learn better than when you're in the trenches, struggling to figure it out yourself. The way that I did this in my own life was I honestly was like, well, maybe I should start posting on content. The way I did this in my own life, I was like, okay, well, maybe I should start posting content. And so I did. I did 75 hard. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but like, let me just document for 75 days me doing 75 hard. And guess what? I fucking failed 75 hard. I failed 75 hard. Like, but I still got the ball rolling. And because I did, I kept posting fitness content because my skin was in the game after like 60 days of doing it. And I got a brand deal with Whoop, the fitness wearable. They were paying me $4,000 a month. And it's not because I had dopamine detox or did all this shit. I got in the trenches and put myself in a position where ultimately I put myself out there to be judged and live with the results, live or die. And that's what more people should be doing. Put yourself out there, live with the results, learn from it, grow from it, give yourself a break. You're not perfect. We're pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things. You can try your absolute best. The first videos you make are gonna suck. And it's like that with everything. And so the more you just accept that you're not special and you're gonna, start as a beginner or a novice, the faster you can seek help where you need it, learn from other people, and have the right perspective around things. Instead of honestly just, trying to maintain this image of you being really good at stuff when you're not yet. Like, for instance, if I go skiing for the first time, am I gonna go ski down the hill on my first attempt? No, I'm not. Is me watching every skiing video in the world going to make it so I ski down the hill perfectly? No, it's not. You have to get out there and just do it. And a lot of people always get stuck on that part, and I don't understand why. Because everything else is honestly mental masturbation and, learning, masquerading as self-improvement, and it's not. It's just like, none of that stuff's real. Like, just go get in the trenches.